Welcome to Good News Week. And the big news? I'm very happy and contractually obligated to inform you that Channel 10 is the only commercial TV station committed to reducing its carbon emissions by 30% by the year 2020. What does that mean? I have no idea. How? Who cares? It's years away. In a big-hearted bid to help the environment and hold on to their massive profits, Qantas and Jetstar planes are saving fuel by flying more slowly. Going slow is undoubtedly cheaper, although it does get a bit embarrassing when you're being overtaken by clouds. The next step is when they fly, say, from Perth to Brisbane, they'll simply cut the engines when they cross the Queensland border and glide in. You know, the way a brick glides when you drop it. Virgin Blue is trialling ways to save fuel too, including the introduction of winglets. They're special feathery singlets the pilots wear. Or it's something about wind resistance or air pressure or something. Winglets. Plus, they won't refuel on days when the price is high. They'll just keep flying with the gauge on empty and see how far they can get. We relate to that one. Logically, the best way for Qantas to save fuel is to cancel all flights unexpectedly, or if they do take off, leave all the baggage behind. Oh, wait, they already do that. The good news is the airlines are now looking at making their own fuel by genetically engineering dinosaurs and prehistoric plants, then squashing them under tons of rock. It's long term, but if the dinosaurs don't eat the scientists, potentially sustainable. And that's the good news.
It's good news week. Someone dropped the bomb somewhere, contaminating the atmosphere and blackening the sky. It's good news week. Someone found a way to give the rotting dead a will to live, go on and never die. It's good news week. It's good news week. It's good news week.
Thank you. Good evening. Tonight, as we train our binoculars on the majestic jet sparrows, the top chick, Claire Hooper. Opening tomorrow night at the Opera House with his brilliant show, Possessed, the charming Frank Woodley. And in Australia to launch the deluxe edition of her solo album, Miss Kelly, our very special guest, Kelly Rowland. And they're sitting on the other side of the room from the evil genius, Mikey Robbins. She's the reigning champion of It Takes Two, and her elegant show, An Evening with Lady Julia Morris, is coming to a joint near you. Julia Morris. And from Melbourne, nominated for Best Show at this year's Comedy Festival, a star of the Edinburgh Fridge, a beacon in the stand-up darkness, Sammy J.
Don't feel bad, I haven't heard of me either. It's cool.
First time on the show, then?
Yes, I did.
That's Kelly's first time on the show as well.
Virgins.
Yes.
Sorry. Wow.
Yeah, don't know where to go after that one. Have you been enjoying your time in Australia?
I thought you were going to say, are you in fact a virgin?
Good.
Yeah, sorry.
Nicely picked up. Are you in fact a virgin?
No, I'm not, Paul, but talk to me when you talk.
Thank you.
Well done.
I'm a virgin.
I think we'll maybe talk a bit later in the show. Let's get down to business. What's the story, Claire, Frank, Kelly?
Oh.
Get in line.
Credit Union Cinemas. Oh, hello.
Oh, a nice little laid-back
very
chair.
Wow,
I've
she
seen
makes
the-
it look glamorous eating too much
Little
chocolate.
champagne.
Sex in the City, people. Clearly then.
Yeah,
I knew that.
You're not expected to know. It's an exclusively female phenomenon.
Yes.
But I did know. I was just trying to make it sound like I didn't know.
I know! You like it more than me, Albert.
I love it. I love it. Because actually a lot of, sure, more girls go along to, or women go along to see Sex and the City, but then that's quite a nice place to go if you're a man and you like women.
Yeah.
You go, and I am, like, as you know, I am quite the lady man. And so...
That actually means something different in Thailand.
What did I say? I didn't say ladies man.
No.
Yeah, I'm quite the lady man. Which is one of the other reasons why I enjoy going to a chick flick, because I'm quite the lady man.
I believe Sarah Jessica Parker's a lady man. Have you...
Oh, come on!
She's not. Can I just say, only in Australia.
I haven't seen it yet. Have you seen it?
It's great. And
Really?
she doesn't look like a lady man. She looks like a lady.
Yeah, she walks around in her knickers a lot, doesn't she? And it's really evident she's a girl. Knickers. Anyway,
Or possibly a lady man in the cold.
Can we just get off the lady man for a second?
So I think it's just the phenomenon that it's this massive
Big hit.
hit with women. So much so that for the first time, women are pre-buying tickets to an opening night.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Is that right?
pretty well.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
give it to them. 10 points, ladies and gentlemen. Be happy. Women are buying tickets for Sex and the City faster than you can say Manalo blah 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 blah. Faster than you can say overpriced shoes. For the first time in the history of cinema, women outnumber men going to see a movie with the word sex in the title. It took $55 million in the US over its first weekend, outselling Indiana Jones 2-1 and making the four girls the undisputed winners of the Battle of the Aging Movie Stars, reprising a role in a series long past its use-by date. And you auditioned for a role, did you not, in Sex and the City?
No, I didn't get the role. Jennifer Hudson got the role. I mean, I could have done a good job, too.
Well, I read that you said you could have done just as good a job. I think you could have done a better job.
I think...
Sex and the City is doing even better than the last Harry Potter film. And the two films are actually quite similar. Both have Hogwarts, although Samantha got hers from sleeping with one too many. Is that wrong? Is it wrong to say that about a film you're almost in?
Just as long as she's a character. Samantha's a character, and she is a little pissy. Hot. I mean, that means hot.
Oh,
Like,
it doesn't-
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Pissy means drunk here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so wait a minute.
Pissy.
Let me fix this. Okay, pissy is drunk.
Pissy means hot.
So when
in
all the girls were
America.
calling me pissy at primary school and high school, I was...
I had to, quite often at primary school, I had to go and wear the pissy pants. And I didn't... Now that I think back, they were tiny and gold sequins.
They do have it. 10 points, ladies and gentlemen, getting them into the game. Mikey, Julia, Sammy.
Yes.
Get into gear.
Travelling.
Travelling
Speaking
indeed.
of travelling.
Some a line of cars.
Oh, Johnny Faulkner, I believe.
Yeah, Superman.
Oh, well, that's the special fancy pants hybrid synergy drive, sort of access all areas to the eco chic type, plug it in and away you go with our petrol type scenario, isn't it?
Took the words right out of my mouth.
I think you just described a vibrator.
No, that's got a love-heart-shaped speed dial.
This has to be the Parliament House.
Yes.
The government's plan to replace, or they're trialling replacing their gas-guzzling cars with the Prius hybrid.
But indeed, I think we'll officially make the front bench gay.
It really will.
Yeah, so the idea is to help save the environment and pandas and all things cute.
Well, they're the only ones who can afford one.
How much is a Prius?
Oh, like 80, 100 million, gazillion thousand dollars.
And to be fair,
That's a lot of money.
when they've got the Prius outside there, they're still warming up each car for one person at a time to get into.
No, they are. And are they talking about swapping them all over as well? Is it making the ones that already have petrol and then making them a bit more eco-chic? Or am I dreaming?
They could well be.
Yeah, you're dreaming.
They have it. 8 points to start you into the game.
Right.
I just want there to be a bit of competition today.
Okay, knock yourself out.
Pissy.
Our fine federal MPs could soon be trading in their Holden Statesman Commonwealth cars for compact fuel efficiency with the hybrid Toyota Prius. National Senator Barnaby Joyce said MPs won't appreciate losing the luxury of the Statesman and having to turn up to official functions in an electric golf cart. Besides, there's just not enough room in a golf cart to get a blowjob from a lobbyist.
Actually,
There is.
there is.
How long were you a lobbyist, Mikey?
Kevin Rudd's taken a novel approach. He travels by rickshaw, pulled by a working family, chasing a rebate on a stick. Still, it's not fair politicians should lose their luxury cars for the sake of the environment. They should be riding in golden chariots on roads made from the skulls of the poor, whipping their slave pandas to go faster, faster, faster. Whoa, Ling Ling, easy girl. So after one exhausting round of Good News Week, the Hooper team are on 10 points.
It's Good News Week.
The Robbins team on 8 points.
It's Good News Week.
Up next, the rest of the show.
It's Good News Week. It's Good News Week.
During the break, as we use Brendan Nelson's head to plug a hole in the ozone layer. The weird thing is, it just might work. Both teams were given 3 clues to a recent strange but true story. Hooper, Woodley and Rowland have rotten eggs.
They smell really bad. They genuinely smell a bit...
Actually, they don't smell too bad.
No. I can't even watch you do that.
I owe you my life, master. You have saved my life, and now I must be your slave forever.
All right.
Until I can repay the debt.
Or what is that? Drink that.
I'm going
Don't.
to drink. What is that?
We also have...
I owe you my life again, master.
we also have yellow dye.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks...
Hey, that's pissy.
And finally this.
I'm gonna remember it. In other words, Stevie. There you go. You are the sunshine of my life. Yeah. That's why I'll always be around.
What? I thought you were about to go, it is time to repay the debt.
I like how you go everywhere with your own microphones.
Thank you.
And Robbins, Morris and Jay got a cow.
Here we go. I can't see what you're doing, but could you do it slightly slower?
So now we've got a cow lady man. That's nice.
It is good.
Ladies and gentlemen of the UN, I've come here today to speak on behalf of my people. Hey, if my wife's watching this, we're doing this when I get home, honey.
We also have a raincoat.
Excuse me, could you put me to the nearest Bill Henson exhibition?
And this.
He used to bring me roses. I wish he would again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then.
All that beauty and wonder later in the show. To start round 2, don't quote me. Frank, what are these folks talking about?
is when lobby groups start to decide what artists present and represent. That's very dangerous.
No artists I know are out to actually cause or promote harm.
The AMA is hopeful that the government will continue, and I stress this, continue their fight against smoking.
I couldn't focus on what he's saying because it's his bow tie.
It's weird. The bow tie's coming back.
Bow tie completely distracted me.
Can you believe a man like that wouldn't be totally into cigars?
Yeah. It goes with his look, his whole outfit, the bow tie, the hair, and the cigar.
And the little monkey.
He's probably going to be pissed when he watches it.
It wasn't in shot, yeah.
So, but I don't really. It was something about artists shouldn't smoke. No smoking in plays or something like that. You're not allowed to smoke in plays.
Movies?
In movies.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
That's so. From Paul going, yeah. When you said movies, so maybe actors aren't allowed to smoke in movies, and they're trying to lobby to. I think actually, personally, I think that there should be more smoking across all media. It should be compulsory. I'd like to see Bindi Irwin there. It's just my feeling, but. No, so you're not allowed to. You can't smoke on.
No,
or they're trying to stop it or something.
Do you know that on a Beatles cover, the famous one where they're walking across the road at Abbey Road, and there was lobbyists who were trying to get them to Photoshop the cigarette out of Paul McCartney's hand on the album.
Also, apparently there were quite a few lobby groups who wanted him to have shoes on as well. You know how there's is it
safety first?
Paul McCartney, yeah, because sometimes when you're walking, you get little stones on your feet.
You do,
and it can hurt.
I tell you what, they really need to be careful of.
Until quite recently, I was a comedian.
They do have it, ladies and gentlemen, more or less. Under a new proposal from the AMA, films, plays and other arts projects that glamorise, feature or promote smoking would be denied government funding. We all know smoking in movies is bad. Look what happened at Universal Studios.
Only in Australia.
If it's approved, the scheme would encourage plays like Romeo and Nicorette. And devastate films like The Smoky Adventures of Sir Puffsalot. The Smoky Adventures of Sir Puffsalot.
You're happy with that one, aren't you?
But if smoking is banned from films, how will they establish evil? Interrupt the torture scene to suck on an Alco Pop and wantonly scatter plastic bags? One government
Have a long shower. Have a long shower.
Yeah, and don't even put the buckets in for the garden. Evil.
Yeah.
Or they could smoke cats. There's something wrong with that filter.
You don't want a 12, you want to knock back to an 8.
There's nothing like an after-dinner kitten.
Nothing like a little pussy after some pussy.
We should point out, Kelly, that pussy means the same thing here.
I figured.
But vagina means cat.
And also, in America, the word fanny means, backside, clearly, right? In Australia, it means front side. And I was in America.
Does it?
It does. It means it's actually, in Australia, if you hear someone talking about their fanny...
Can you use it in a sentence?
You can use it in a sentence.
But it's not the most fun thing to do with it.
But in fact, somebody used it. Well, when I was in America, I heard some women in a cafe saying, "Do these pants make my fanny look big?" and I remember just like going, "Scheisenhauser," and quite loudly. And then I had this image of her trying to work off the weight on her fanny. With a series of, weights at the gym and pulleys, and I couldn't quite. So be very careful about using that. Be very careful about using that word.
I'm never saying that here.
Sammy, Paul, we have a little bit of tape for you.
You can't keep up that sort of pace for a long time, that's certainly true.
Nobody's afraid of hard work, but there comes a time when you can't squeeze any more blood out of the stone.
When it comes to the future, it's going to get more intense, not less intense.
Wow.
First two sounded like my ex-girlfriends. The last one sounded a bit like my fiancée. I saw Rudd there, and he's crapping on about working hard. So I would hazard a guess that this is about him working the public service too hard, or the public service whinging, depending on which
because the first guy's
side
going,
of the
we're
fence.
already working hard enough.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
Am I the only person here who likes the idea of their Prime Minister working hard?
Well, everyone's saying the honeymoon's over, but if I was Rudd, I'd be pretty happy that's the worst thing they're saying. Oh, he's staying up late.
yeah.
Managing the country.
Kevin, come to bed, stop balancing the economy.
I have it, ladies and gentlemen, 5 points for Sammy.
Can I also point out that we managed to answer that in less than an hour?
I was going to say, can we have an extra point for a quick segment?
Actually, I'll tell you a segment.
Tell me.
There's going to be no better time at all, but the ACF gave me this T-shirt to wear, my good friends, and it's for the World Environment Weekend, which Channel 10 are, of course, supporting, and they're encouraging people to jump on whoonearthcares.com.
Love it.
And kids, you could win a panda.
Yes.
And they're tasty.
Government ministers, staff and unions are pleading with Kevin Rudd to reduce his workload or risk a political backlash. But the Prime Minister won't slow down. He's like the Energizer Bunny with glasses. Kevin loves to burn the midnight oil. In fact, he keeps the midnight oil around these days so he can threaten him with a cigarette lighter. And make him do the wonky dance. The Hoopers now on 15 points, the Robinses 13 points. After the break, the gossip game, Dishing the Dirt. This is Dishing the Dirt, where we lay bare the private lives of the rich, famous and trashy. Ms. Rowland, are you ready?
Dum, 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 dum.
Have you learned a lot so far doing the show? A number of new words cropping up there that have different meanings in this country?
Oh, completely.
And just learnt about rooting for the right team, I think. Yeah. That's fun you've got
I
to
won't
be
be
careful
saying
of.
that here.
No.
I reckon there'd be plenty of people in the audience that'd be willing to root for you.
OK, here we go. Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise's 2-year-old daughter, Suri, is
She's so
upset.
cute.
She's gorgeous, isn't she? For an alien. Suri is obsessed with which band? The Spice Girls or Metallica?
The Spice Girls?
Are you answering that or questioning it?
Answer it.
Yeah, it's Spice Girls.
I'm answering.
Spice Girls, you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 2 points. Nicole Kidman's great-great-grandparents came to Australia after fleeing from Ireland. Why? They were escaping the Irish potato famine, or they couldn't do an Irish accent.
The potato famine part.
Fleeing the potato famine? Yes, you're
There
right.
we go.
2 points! In Russia, who has the Communist Party condemned as a running dog of the CIA? Cate Blanchett for her role in the new Indiana Jones film? Or Lassie?
Lassie?
I just want this to keep going. Yes, you're right. 2 points. What does Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols want to do? Have a sex change and become Jacinta Rotten? Or write a song for Britney Spears?
That's a hard one. Okay, write a song for Britney Spears.
Are you sure?
Yes.
2 points, ladies and gentlemen. Kelly Rowland. That was all right, wasn't too painful?
Yeah, it was great.
Fantastic.
You didn't have to dish too much, Jerry.
Got away with that.
Yes, in great news for music lovers everywhere, Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols wants to write a song for Britney. Spears getting together with Johnny is a great idea. If the result's half rotten, that's a 50% improvement. And they have a lot in common. Rotten safety pin clothes held together, as well as Britney's marriages, and both inspired a generation of kids to ask questions. Although in Britney's case, the kids were asking, can I stay with Daddy? Julia Morris, would you like to come and join me to dish some dirt?
I'd be delighted. How are you, Dom?
I'm very well, yes.
Oh, you're looking fabulous as usual.
Shoes are fabulous.
I know, I've had them for so long.
No, they do look good.
Thanks, Kelly.
I really want to see you running for a bus in those shoes.
Oh, it would be a beautiful sight. Oh, it'd be a bit of hooter overload, though, let me tell you.
Shall we get stuck into dishing some dirt?
Are we mad if we don't?
According to a friend of Naomi Campbell, what's happening to the supermodel? She's becoming as bald as a bat, or she's possessed by an evil spirit called Balthazar.
To be completely frank with you, both A and B are correct. But I have a feeling that she has sort of been mucking around with her weave too much, and perhaps there's just been a little bit of surcharge overload in one particular area, kaboom, and it might have been the stress from having to go and clean up and like out toilets and stuff not long ago when she threw a few mobile phones at a few funsters and sort of split their heads open.
Yes. So you're saying what?
I think number one.
She's got it, ladies and gentlemen, 2 points. What honour has just been bestowed on Kevin Federline by a nightclub in Las Vegas?
Oh, wow.
Do you know Kev? Kel, hey Kel.
Huh?
Do you know Kev?
No.
Kevin, you don't know him?
No.
Don't mix with Kev?
No.
Doesn't know him.
Would you like a lawyer present? Well,
Is he the whitest man on earth or Father of the Year?
Oh, well, he's got to be Father of the Year.
2 points! You might be able to help with this one as well.
Oh.
Last time she was in Australia, what happened to Kelly Rowland?
Oh, well... Tell me everything, lover, A or B?
Was she weed on by a koala?
I beg your pardon?
Or was she weed on by Richard Wilkins?
Could have been a koala doll, but it could have been Richard Wilkins in a koala suit.
Ah, now you're getting freaky. I like that.
I'd say it was a koala because they're very casual with their sort of bladder work.
Yeah. 2 points, ladies and gentlemen. Gorgeous, wasn't it?
I'm a bit overexcited with Maz.
A weed on by a koala.
Yes, I got pissed on by a koala. The funny thing is he was so cute and he kept looking, well, for one, you know they're high up in the eucalyptus. He was like in a daze. His poor little head was just bobbing. I was like, all right, baby Snoop. So,
And he was wearing real fur. That's how you knew.
Right, so it was so funny. I sat there and I was like, it smells like tea tree. Is that my hair? Hair now? Urine? That's you little... No.
When Kelly was in Australia in 2005 with Destiny's Child, she was peed on by a nervous koala at Taronga Zoo. But you can't blame the koala. If Kelly picked me up, I'd probably wet myself too. The keeper claimed it was just the koala's way of showing affection, after which Kelly immediately cancelled her visit to the elephant enclosure. That lot now on 25 points. That lot, 23 points. Up next, giving headline.
It's good news week.
This is giving headline. Claire, a quick explanation of these, if you please. Care for a fly in the soup?
I think this is the obvious. Is this about eating insects?
Yes.
Why don't we eat more spiders?
We should eat more insects. They're very high in protein. And
What about their poison sac, though? Does it then spurt out into your head once you deep fry them?
So potentially you're going to go to a restaurant, the kind of insect restaurant, and you're going to be there going, waiter, there's a vegetable in my soup.
That was funny. Oh, great. There's a vegetable in my soup.
A rocket full of rye.
Ooh.
They're getting something over there, but I don't know. I'm not getting much. A rocket full of rye, which is... Oh, hang on. There's been in Mars, they're growing... That's right. I remember reading that on Mars, they've sown...
This is exciting because I don't know if there's an answer.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, God, I could watch you do that all night.
I'm sorry. It was so cute how excited he got, so I figured maybe I should jump.
I know, and the weird thing is I got so excited then you distracted me, I've forgotten what I was...
You were talking about Mars?
Oh, they're sowing wheat and oats and other cereal products on Mars. It's worked out apparently there's a lot of water there and they're growing... No, they're not.
Kelly, if you could bounce again, please.
Can you give us the answer?
No.
Yes.
Great.
Yes, I can.
Let me hear it.
That's his best pickup line.
Chinese scientists have discovered seeds which spend 2 weeks in orbit can grow gigantic fruit and vegetables when back on Earth.
There's our answer.
That's our answer, right there.
8 points to them, ladies and gentlemen. Researchers in China may have solved the world food crisis after discovering seeds that have spent 2 weeks in orbit can grow gigantic fruit and vegetables when back on Earth. And the veggie they grow best is rocket. This is what we need in Australia. Scientific research unfettered by economic rationalism. Or any rationalism. Using the space seeds, experts at the Academy of Agricultural Sciences grew things like 9-kilogram tomatoes and 60-centimetre cucumbers, but they deny they're growing the enormous fruit and vegetables just to freak out midgets. Ready for some good headline, Mikey?
Yes.
Truffle kerfuffle over bandicoots. What's it about?
Oh, no, but I'll tell you what, if it's a porno, I'm renting it. Actually, no, we have a problem with bandicoots in the state, and I didn't know how to find them, to track them. And the little fellas love truffle oil. So that they've been using truffle oil to gather as many bandicoots, and we've got a lot more than we thought we had. We're up to here in coots.
I'm not even aware that we had bandicoots at all in Victoria.
Oh, no, we got them here. We got a shitload.
And what do we need them all in one area for? Just to count them?
To count them.
I like it.
2 points for Mikey. Beef gets the blame.
Oh, it always
does.
beef.
Basically, yeah, but they reckon the beef is pretty much in terms of... gee, we're on this nice eco theme here, aren't we tonight, folks? Here we go.
Yeah, eco chic.
Exactly. But basically, beef is out of all the things that we consume, is probably the worst thing for the planet, because for a start, the cows dump methane everywhere, hole in the ozone layer, and we're constantly burning down forests so we can eat more beef. So basically, if you love your planet, don't eat beef. Eat panda.
What did you just say?
Eat panda.
I think it's a bit rich of humans to breed cows and stick them all in a paddock and then blame them for ruining the environment.
Yeah.
Political point.
8 points, ladies and gentlemen, to Mr. Mikey and the team there. A new $400,000 ad campaign is urging Australians to stop eating beef because the methane produced by cows contributes to global warming.
Pull my hoof.
Each cow produces 300 litres of methane a day.
Yikes.
And methane is 25 times more potent than carbon dioxide. So please, If you're not going to be using it for a while, switch your cow to standby. A spokesman said going vegetarian will have the largest impact in the shortest period of time. Really? Yeah? You know the best way to stop a cow farting? Turn it into a steak. Over there, 33 points. Over there, 31 points. Up next, songs, smut, and strange but true.
It's Good News Week.
Time for strange but true. Claire, Frank, Kelly, you had the rotten eggs. The dye.
That stinks.
Sorry.
And this.
You are the sunshine of my life, yeah. That's why I'll always be around.
You are the apple of my eye. Forever you'll be in my heart.
That's incredible. I've watched you perform for years now. I have never seen you more scared in your life. Look at you, like a little nervous schoolboy.
That was so lovely, and like, yes, I can now say that, you know, like, because I did a like in primary school. In primary school, I tried out for the choir, right? And I did a little audition in primary school and didn't get into the choir. And Mrs. Runge, if you're watching, sung with Kelly Rowland.
Can I just say, Kelly, you're really lucky he hasn't pissed on you yet.
Do we have an answer?
I get the impression it's an environmental.
Yeah.
And whatever it is, it stinks. It's about the environment and it stinks.
What's the dye thing? People are going to die, or something's being dyed, or
Well,
what's the...
Can it be rotten?
Yellow?
Can it be rotten egg gas, like sulphur, which is yellow?
Oh, I heard a thing. There's a thing that Tim Flannery did. No, bounce! There's something about Tim Flannery had a theory that there's a way of... Something about the aeroplanes, the sulphur gas from the aeroplanes is going to coat the clouds. It's kind of like positive pollution. It will help. We need more pollution or something.
I don't
I did
understand
read
it
this,
because it was
I read
saying
this.
that a sulphur cloud, whilst it would turn the sky from blue to yellow, would actually cool the earth down.
Right, so it's a kind of...
I
did
don't
read that,
understand
I
it.
don't really-
It feels like a cane-toad solution. You know, one of those, you know, he'll be like, all right, well, the sulphur clouds haven't worked, so now scientists inform me that if we squirt our hoses at the sun every noonday, that will cool the... You know, like it doesn't... It sounds a little bit cockamamie, but that's my understanding of it. Sulphur. Well, that means front bottom on a man.
And Kelly, did you want to add anything?
You are the sun.
10 points, ladies and gentlemen. 100 points. The scientist and former Australian of the Year, Professor Tim Flannery, has come up with a radical suggestion to slow global warming. Pump the sky full of sulphur. A sulphurous sky, one step closer to making the place just like hell. And it'll ruin poetry. To say to a lover, your eyes are the colour of the sky, will sound like she's got hepatitis. Now, I don't know what shade Tim would like, but the only colour which repels death-dealing sunlight is black. And we already have a scheme for that one. It's called Nighttime, and it has a 50% success rate. Mikey, Julia, Sammy, you had the cow.
Ooh.
You had the cow. The raincoat.
Hi, could you please point me towards the nearest Bill Henson exhibition? That's just an art lover this time, because you booed me last time.
And this.
He used to give me roses. I wish he would again. But that was on the outside. things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too. When morning comes around.
Now,
Yes.
what have we got?
Well, the prisoner theme is a giveaway for prisoner. Now, if I know how this program works...
Do you?
No.
know?
A vague idea that whenever a raincoat is dragged out, it is euphemism for condoms, frangers.
About the right size, ladies?
Yes, but what are the arms for?
I've got very thin cylindrical testicles.
I like it. I like it. Hello, ladies. Hello, ladies.
Do you know what? I think that's the first time the phrase thin cylindrical testicles has been used on Australian television, and it won't be the last.
It shouldn't be the last.
I thought it was the follow-up album to Tubular Bells.
Bells, yes. No, actually, what is it? Bizarre enough, there was a condom vending machine in a Queensland prison. I think his name was Frank. I didn't mean you. But, and the prisoners were using they were flavoured condoms, and so the cow refers to milk. They were using them to make the condoms to make flavoured milk.
But how were they stirring it? Oh, it's not right.
So basically, a flavoured condom is being used for non-condomic purposes in
Don't
Queensland
tell me
prisons.
that's right.
What do you mean it's not right? It's
On
not right
every
as an answer.
level,
It's
it can't
morally
be right.
It's the Milky Bar kid.
They have it. Authorities in Queensland are attempting a prison condom trial for the second time. The first one was aborted when inmates started using flavoured condoms to make flavoured milk. One prisoner apparently discovered the condoms could be used to flavour milk after having sex with a coconut. So, they were finally busted. They were finally busted when a guard picked up an inmate's glass of milk by mistake and found it tasted suspiciously like penis.
Now that does take me back. Dreadful.
Condoms have lots of uses in prison. They'll keep your cigarette dry in the shower. A set of 10 will make sure you leave no fingerprints. And some inmates like to fill their condoms with milk, prick them with a pin and run through them like a sprinkler. Don't go anywhere. Dirty, Sexy, Fast Money is next.
It's good news week.
Here it comes. Dirty, Sexy, Fast Money. Can you feel the excitement?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we're going to do it anyway.
Kelly bounce.
A British man on holiday in Greece has reportedly been awarded $8,000 compensation for what?
The activities were all held in German.
That's right, I did
Too many
that.
Germans. Too many Germans at his resort.
Too many Germans at the hotel. You're right.
He'd have made a fortune if he'd have gone to Berlin.
How did New South Wales Rugby League star Willie Mason refer to Queensland supporters this week?
As rednecks and as stupid. Nutbags.
Nutbag,
Scrotum.
rednecks.
Nutbag rednecks.
Thank you. I'll give it to you. Nutbag rednecks. What was the last wish of the man who designed the Pringles potato chip tube?
He wanted to his ashes to be inside of his Pringles kit. He wanted his ashes.
The poor man's dead. Come
In
on,
his
show some respect.
exactly, I'm trying to.
But it's delicious.
And once you pop, you
He
can't
wanted his
stop.
ashes in his Pringles can.
He wanted his ashes in his Pringle can. Kelly has it.
Sour cream and corpse.
The Hamilton County Jail in Ohio has banned visitors from wearing what?
Condoms. Hats.
Men.
Midgets.
Stripes.
It seems fairly obvious. Plunging necklines, see-through clothes and spandex.
What, just the guards?
The spandex should always be banned. Not everybody can wear spandex. My mom can't wear spandex.
This is the fast money round. Has anyone noticed? In Romania, police are looking for a female busker who does what?
A female busker in Romania has committed a crime and the police are trying to catch her.
Yes. What does she do?
I don't know.
Strung out her act for 45 minutes and then made people give her money.
I'm gonna make the assumption that she busks.
Yes. Okay, good. No one's going to get it.
She busks in the nude.
No.
Is she performing sex acts?
I think something along those lines.
She fires ping pong balls out of her vagina.
You're on the right track.
I'm on the right track.
She's a pole dancer. She's a pole dancing busker. Police are looking for her. She's a female pole dancing busker.
You said she was a Romanian dancer, not a pole dancer.
So, in the rough and tumble tonight, Claire Hooper, Frank Woodley and Kelly Rowland scored a very good-looking 51 points. Dumped by Mikey Robbins, Julia Morris and Sammy J on 45 points.
We're lovely people.
We have songs.
Yeah.
Go to the website 10.com.au/GNW to watch special stuff and book tickets to be in the audience. You can also see photographs of who really got screwed by Australian soldiers in Iraq and why it made him angry. So we say farewell, Bo Diddley. The big mouths of Tony and Rebecca are next and leave you with the good news for the week ahead. Kevin Rudd will make his first trip to Japan, where he intends to stun them all by speaking fluent Minky. The Queen's birthday honours list will shock the world by including Elvis Presley and a thin slice of Edam cheese. The old bat has finally lost it. And The Incredible Hulk will be released after Barack Obama turns her down as a running mate. Good night.